Welcome to Winning the Rig Game. As always, this is not investing advice. This is just a way to share my ideas and thoughts about the market. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about full self-driving and what happened last week. Last week was the U.S. holiday, Thanksgiving. It was a light trading week with Thursday being closed and a half day on Friday. A lot of people take off that week, so we really shouldn't read too much into the price action from Tesla. What else happened? Tesla released full self-driving to everyone that bought full self-driving in the United States. And it's version 11, which means it's the full stack, a unified stack. This is something that Tesla talked about at AI Day and went into great detail about it. This was significant, and unfortunately, because of the light trading week and other issues, the stock really didn't react. But this is great. This is a very good sign. Why? Okay, primarily, or the first reason at least, is now Tesla is going to be able to realize the deferred revenue from full self-drive. That's $1 billion. So if they end up doing a buyback, $10 billion, they just got 10% free. They weren't able to account or count that towards anything. It was just sitting on their books. It wasn't earnings. It wasn't anything. Now that money can be used. Yeah, maybe they use it for buying back shares. Hopefully they will. To be honest, I'd prefer they wait until January now, because I had to sell some calls at a loss, and it means I have to wait before buying Tesla shares. So I really don't want the stock to go up too much, but if it does, it does. I'll be happy either way, but I'd like to get more at these really ridiculous prices. So, okay, there's that. So they get $1 billion. Great. What else do they get? The data. They're going to be getting a lot more edge cases, which is going to be a huge benefit going forward for training the neural networks. This is huge. We know at the end of March, they're going to bring Dojo online, and that's going to be the first Dojo computer. Right now, they're using 3 supercluster computers to train the neural nets, and it takes about a month. By switching over to Dojo, that will be reduced down to a week. They have plans to develop 7 more Dojo supercomputers. That'll probably take a couple of years, but when they do that, they'll probably be able to reduce the time needed from a week to a day. So they'll be able to do daily training of the neural networks. This is incredible. And they're going to have massive amounts of data. So as of a few months ago, Tesla had about 3 million cars on the road. By next year, it's going to be about 5 million. The more cars, the more data they get. The more data they get, the better they can make full self-driving. And they're going to have the 7 exascale supercomputers to train the neural networks. Nobody's going to be able to catch up. This is just such a game changer for full self-driving. And the robot. It's going to help the robot as well. So why didn't the stock react? Well, COVID. The reaction was probably somewhat muted by China, and the fact that the COVID cases are again flaring up in China. They've announced that they're going to be less restrictive, but the truth is we don't know, and it's a big uncertainty hanging over the head of Tesla China. I mean, could they close down the factories again? Yeah, closing down the factories was a huge hit in Q2. Absolutely devastating for Q2 numbers. So it's a big risk. This is not fun. A lot of times the BS in the media are going after Tesla for nonsense. Recalls when there are software updates, bullshit like that. But this is something to keep an eye on, and it is a genuine risk. We really can't do much about it, but we just have to keep an eye on it. So next week, we'll see what happens. We haven't gotten any videos yet of full self-driving 11. That's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that. So really, that's about all I wanted to talk about right now, is just those 2 things. I'm going to do another video on future IPOs and companies I'm keeping an eye on. I know most of my content is geared towards Tesla, because that's the only stock I own right now. There are some other companies and technologies that I'm very interested in. So I'll be bringing that in the next couple of days. Thanks very much. I hope you liked the video. Bye. If you can, hit the bell, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. That would help the channel a lot. Thanks.